All right, today we're diving into a pretty provocative idea. The thought that social media has, in a way, become a new kind of karmic trap. We're going to explore how all that daily scrolling might be getting our energy tangled up in ways we don't even realize, and, more importantly, how we can get ourselves free. So let me start by asking you something, and I bet we've all been here. Have you ever been, just scrolling along, minding your own business, and then all of a sudden you're just not feeling great? You're annoyed, maybe a little anxious, or just kind of down, and you can't even put your finger on exactly what it did. Well, that feeling, that's right at the center of what we're talking about today.
Because here's the thing that's happening just beneath the surface. With every single post, every picture, every comment you glide past, you are having a reaction. It could be tiny, it could be huge, but it's happening. And here's the kicker. Most of the time, we're not even aware of it. It's totally unconscious.
And that leads us to this big idea, the karmic trap. So think of it like this. Every one of those little unconscious reactions is like a tiny, invisible thread. And before you know it, you've accidentally woven this huge tangled web that connects your personal energy to, well, everyone. Strangers, influencers you'll never meet, even your Aunt Carol, all in one messy, exhausting loop. Okay, so how does this trap actually work? How does one little click, one little like, spiral into something so much bigger? Let's break it down step by step. You'll probably be surprised at how fast it all happens. It always starts so simply, doesn't it? A single post just pops up on your feed. It could be literally anything. An opinion you hate, a vacation photo that makes you jealous, a political hot take. That's the trigger, the stimulus. And boom, almost instantly you react. Maybe you fire off a witty comeback, or maybe you just feel that little jolt of anger or envy inside. That right there, that's the first knot tied in the karmic thread. And this is where it stops being just about you. Someone else sees your comment, and now they have a reaction to it. They reply, they jump in. The energy is now officially out of your hands and multiplying. And this is where the trap really snaps shut. You see their reply, and now you're reacting all over again. This time to their reaction to your reaction. You see how fast that spiraled? We're now officially stuck in a loop. There's a name for this, karmic multiplication. It's not a discussion, it's a chain reaction. That one little spark of irritation can multiply into 20 thoughts, 20 feelings, pulling more and more of your focus and energy into this vortex. And let's be real, the whole system is designed for this to happen. I mean, when you step back and look at it, social media is kind of the perfect environment for this trap to thrive. It's basically a machine that's built to give us constant triggers, endless commentary, a sea of unlimited opinions, and just infinite chances to react and get hooked. Okay, so that's the problem. And yeah, it sounds a little intense, right? But here is the really good news. There is a way out. And it's actually way simpler than you might think. The key isn't to just delete all your apps and go live in a cave. It's about developing one simple thing, awareness. Now, what's really important here is how we're defining karma. Let's forget all the ideas about some cosmic scoreboard of good and bad deeds. For our purposes, think of karma as a simple, mechanical process. It's just what happens when we react without being aware of why we're doing it. You react from your ego, from old habits, and you create a karmic loop. It's that simple. So, what does awareness actually mean when you're staring at your phone? It all comes down to this. It's the ability to just pause for a split second and ask yourself, wait a minute, why am I about to type this? What's really driving this impulse? And that brings us to the most important choice we have in pretty much every digital moment. Are we going to have a reaction, or are we going to have a conscious response? One is just a habit, but the other is a choice. Let's break this down. A reaction, right? It comes from that raw emotional place. Anger, ego, fear. It's a knee-jerk habit, and it's mostly unconscious. But a response? That comes from a place of clarity, of understanding. It is a conscious choice you make. The whole game is just trying to shift from that first column over to the second one. And here's a little secret that might just set you free. 90%, maybe even more, of what you see online does not need your energy. It doesn't need your input, your hot take, or your defense. Realizing you can just let it go, that's a genuine superpower. You see, awareness creates this tiny little pause, a space between seeing the post and hitting the keyboard. It might only last a second, but in that small gap, that's where you find all of your freedom. The freedom to choose how you want to act, instead of just getting pulled along for the ride. All right, so let's get practical.
how do we actually build this muscle of awareness and find a little more peace in our digital lives? Let's give you a simple, powerful tool you can start using, like, right now.
Okay, here it is, the simplest test in the world. Before you reply to anything that gets you fired up, just ask yourself this one question. Will this matter to me tomorrow, next week, next year? If the answer is no, the most powerful response is silence. Just keep scrolling. If it actually does matter, then respond, but do it from a place of clarity, not raw emotion. And if you feel that emotional charge bubbling up, the answer is so simple. Just wait. Just wait. Let it pass. I'm telling you, this one little habit can break almost every single one of these karmic loops.
You know, this is really what modern liberation, or modern spirituality, if you want to call it that, actually looks like. It's not about running away from the world. It's found right here, in these tiny moments. It's the simple, powerful choice to read without reacting, to see something without absorbing all its negative energy. It's choosing when to engage and knowing when to just stay still. It's about choosing your own peace over the need to be right.
So let's just end with this thought. The goal isn't to demonize social media or abandon technology altogether. It's really about flipping the power dynamic. It's about consciously choosing how we engage so that we are using these amazing tools instead of letting them use us.